When I started extending my fasting windows, I ran into a wall around maybe hours 16 through 18. You know what I mean, like headaches, fatigue, that restless feeling that makes you think the fast itself is not working for you. Turns out it was not the fast, it was my minerals. Someone asked me in the comments what I actually drink during a longer fast, and that question led me here because the answer matters so much more than people realize. Today I am walking you through exactly what I do and what I reach for, and if I feel like I'm in a bind or the cravings become overwhelming. It's very crucial of what we drink that will get us through the fast. Now, I will tell you when I do a strict fast versus doing a more dirty fast in a way that it just helps me get through the day if it's a rough one. Your body is smart, so it will tell you what it needs if you listen. This is my main liquids that I drink all day, and especially if you're doing like OMAD or a very strict eating window, which is maybe less than 2 hours a day, then you want to make sure that you have water. Water is my go-to all day, but more than that, it's about having electrolytes in my water to make sure that I feel replenished and I still keep my energy up throughout the day. What is really happening when we're craving different types of food? You have to sit there and ask yourself, is it that I'm really dehydrated? Because if we're not hydrated enough, then you're not doing a proper fast, and basically you're just white knuckling it. So I'll show you. This is my water. I do add in electrolytes, which is mainly sea salt, and that's just my regular go-to. Sometimes I do get electrolyte type of mixes that would have the magnesium and potassium because they work well together, and the sodium, which is your sea salt. And those three types of minerals are the perfect balance for you to have in your water. And so that's when I would go with something like this, like LMNT. Now, I don't have a sponsorship with this or anything like that, but LMNT has a great balance, and this is not flavored. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and it has 60 milligrams of magnesium. So this is like the perfect thing. If you're doing around maybe 24 ounces of water, this is perfect for that, for the whole package. Because I usually take half and I fill up this, and this is about 16 ounces. I do half a package of this before I go out to do a long walk, which I'm usually walking about anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 miles. It's very hot, it's summertime, and when you're sweating, you're losing a lot of electrolytes. And so if you're drinking plain water, you're also washing out your minerals that you really need to have back in your body. So it's up to you to put that back in. So what do you do if you have a headache or you feel fatigued? Yeah, and that may happen as you're adapting to a regular schedule of fasting. And if you're doing something like OMAD, 1 meal a day, then yeah, it may take a little time, because if you've been eating 3 meals and snacking, that's pretty tough to go from that to OMAD and do that overnight, because your body needs time to really adapt. And so for me, I was always eating 2 meals a day, and then 1 day a week I was eating OMAD anyway. So it was easier to increase the days throughout the week if I really want to kick up weight loss or fat loss. Headaches and feeling fatigued is normal if you don't have the proper balance of electrolytes already coming in your system throughout the day. And for me, when I drink my water like this, and then I put in my sea salt, and I use this one, is Baja Gold. Again, I can leave a link if you guys like to pick this up. This is finely grinded, and it's so organic. I don't know, something about it is just, it's worth it for me to have a bag, because this will probably last me about 6 months. And I know people ask, well, how much do you need? Well, it depends on how much water that you're starting with. And for me, for 16 ounces, I'm just doing, if you can see, a dash, right? You see that? Okay. So I'm doing a dash, and that's something equivalent to maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon in 16 ounces of water. For me, does it well, because you want to have to play with it and mix it up. If you need a little bit more, you'll know. If you don't want to be running to the bathroom, you only need a dash, a pinch, and that's it in a full glass of water. When I first wake up, I drink lukewarm water because it's better than going straight to cold water. I really don't do cold water as much. I usually do like room temperature water. But first thing in the morning is warm water, because that wakes up your digestive system, making sure everything's running smooth first thing in the morning as well. But I always drink a full glass of this and before I go out for my morning walk, which is 16 ounces of water. And again, I put my dash of sea salt. Now, for a long time, I was doing sea salt with squeezed lemon. And yeah, I still use this occasionally because it's very refreshing. And you're getting your vitamin C if you squeeze that in. But to remember that if you're doing a strict fast, you want 0 calories, and this gives you a few calories. But if you don't care about that and doesn't really bother you, then yes, go for it and squeeze a lemon in. That also helps curb the appetite and keep you from those cravings. And when you feel like it hits you, you know, again, ask yourself, am I dehydrated, or do I just need to add in some electrolytes in my water? And if you want to know like a recipe, I don't really have a recipe because I play around with it. So I'll use this if I know I need my full gamut of magnesium, potassium, also, and the sodium. They have the recipe online, and you can look that up and you can make your own. And you can order your own magnesium powder, your potassium powder as well. I don't have some with me in this video, but I am going to order those because it can get expensive to have a bunch of electrolyte mixes. And so you need it throughout the day. And so you can go through probably 2 packages a day easily, right? And I try to drink about 80 ounces to 100 ounces of water a day because it is extra hot and I do extra workouts and I'm sweating. All of these things are very important to keep replenishing it back in your system. And then fasting becomes so much easier if you do those things. And if you really take the time to think about having a strategy before you begin a longer extended fast. And what I mean by extended fast is more than 24 hours. Maybe it's 36-hour fast you want to do because that's great for fat loss, kicking it off as well if you are on a journey to lose extra weight. Also up to 48 to 72 hours or beyond. Now, I don't recommend it, and you need to speak with your doctor and make sure that's something that you can even do. Now, this is the video just talking about what we drink during extended fast and what I do to stay away from those cravings that will come. And also, it's a mental thing about fasting. I know that I am going to have cravings and I know they're going to come. But the thing about that now is that I know it's going to pass. And usually it does within 15 minutes. So I don't worry about it. I just go and drink some extra water with my sea salt, or I would drink some tea. Now, I love my teas, and it's okay to have teas without sweeteners, and it's okay to have coffee without sweeteners, creams, all that additional things that you think are okay. It's really not okay for a true fast. So if you want to do the creams and the sweeteners, all that, just know that the fat loss will probably come to a halt, or it will slow down tremendously, and you won't get the results that you're looking for when you're doing true fast. What if you're a newbie to longer fasts and you really need some tools, you need some help? I have tools for that as well. If I'm in a position where I'm not truly trying to do a strict fast. Maybe it's something we call a dirty fast. And I just want to get through the day, but not necessarily go without any type of calories. But I'm certainly not going to eat my calories. And that's when I utilize this, and that's Ars Koso, and that is a Japanese fermented drink that is all about your gut health. Maybe you just want to do a cleanse, and this is the product for it. And I trust them. I've been using them for the last 5 years, I want to say. This is fantastic, all natural. There's over 100 fruits and vegetables and seaweed plants in this drink, and this has been around for hundreds of years out of Japan, and these ingredients are imported from Japan as well. This is something that you can add in. It's a pre, post, and probiotic, so it's all three. Ars Koso has the information in all your shipments, and this came with 2 bottles. It's like a wine bottle for me, and fermented over a year, all the plants, the vegetables, and the fruit before it's actually processed to be put in our hands as the consumer. I love this company, and I just think it's worth taking a look at. I don't have a lot of sponsors, but these are the ones that I partner with when it comes down to probiotics, postbiotics, and prebiotics. And so it tastes so good. It's like plum wine in a way, and it tastes really yummy, and I drink that with sparkling water. And sparkling water is the other thing that brings a bunch of minerals, and you can drink sparkling water alone and you're getting your electrolytes, and that will be right here. This is Gerald Steiner, and I don't know if I even say it right, Gerald Steiner water, and I get this at Trader Joe's. Great amount of minerals, and you could drink this and not worry about putting in a mix or anything like that. But this is perfect together, and I put Ars Koso in there to make sure I'm getting my probiotics in. Now, if I don't want to break my fast, because this does have calories, then I will drink this right when I break my fast, right before I have my meal, to make sure that I am taking care of my gut and the microbiome, and that I'm getting that optimum level of health, because we have to take care of all these systems. And to me, and doctors will also argue this, that the gut is your second brain, and it's a whole nother system in your body. So it needs to be fed properly and have the right amount of vitamins and supplements and minerals, and coming from your nutrition is so important. And that's why we must eat whole foods and stay away as much as we can from ultra processed foods. But if you're trying to get through a fast the proper way, no juices, no bone broths, no soups, anything like that, because that's all going to have calories and it breaks your fast automatically. And just know that it is a mental thing. And so I know that my hunger will come and it will go, and it will usually pass within 15-20 minutes. And if you understand that about yourself, then you know it'll be a breeze, and just drink something like sparkling water or something with electrolytes, your sea salt, and you'll be fine. It'll pass. And the reason why that I'm doing OMAD more extensively is because it makes me realize what hunger truly is. It makes me understand about myself that I don't have to eat every time I've trained myself to eat. Meaning, if I'm going to eat 3 times in a day, of course I understand that my body is expecting to eat at those certain time windows. And therefore, I know that I can drink liquids and get on with my day. And not thinking about what I'm gonna eat throughout the day is so freeing and so peaceful to me. And that brings down the cortisol levels, because I'm not stressed all the time about what I'm gonna eat, when am I gonna eat, and calories that I'm going to take in, and do I need to weigh my food? I don't need to do any of those things. I don't need to track my food. I just need to understand to eat good whole foods, have a balance, and look at protein, fats, and fiber. and I'll be fine. And around that 18 hours, again, window where I feel like my brain is gonna get real chatty there and start thinking about food and telling myself it's time to eat, I control myself and I control what I eat. And so there's no negotiation there. And it feels good. And I just keep going and just move on and do all the things that I need to do. I stay busy so that I'm not thinking about food in the same way that I did before. So with electrolytes, everything changes. You will feel more in control. Your hunger will be manageable and your headaches will subside. All of those things. So I don't get the headaches that I used to. But as your body adapts to eating OMAD or any kind of extended fast, you just start feeling invincible. Once I understood what my body actually needed during a longer fast, everything became easier. Water, electrolytes, tea, and knowing which tools to reach for when I needed more support. It is not about white knuckling through anything. It's about supporting your body while it does what it is designed to do. This is one of those foundational things that change how I experience longer fasting windows entirely. This is what works for me, and if I need to adjust something, I just do. And if you need more help and you need a tool, I do have my fasting lifestyle guide, and it's for the mature woman. And if you want to pick that up, that's in my link below in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any more comments, do leave that below. And always remember, you can begin again. Cheers.